That shit left on sex, still in my brain. Ain't like I've been dead, but you won't come my way. How we get so lost? You be in my head, now you be in my head. That shit left on sex, still in my brain. I'ma call your phone or come your way. I think I know you. I'm sorry. I think I
Are you recording? Is he recording? I look high as shit. That's okay.
Me too.
Because that's how we hang, right? Alright. You ready to get this going? Ready? Good? Okay. Hi, Ulysses.
Hello, Nicole.
We're doing this again. We tried doing this a while ago and we had some technical difficulties. Maybe we can splice the first one onto this one, the 15 minutes of it, just because it was, I don't know, it's worth adding, I think. Thank you very much for doing this again. I do think that maybe on some level it was meant to happen because the one, I don't want to put any pressure on anybody, but the one that I redid with my mom ended up being way better than the first one. Like it was a little while. And then, you know, and like our first one, I think went really well, but I also have interviewed a few more people again since then, and I feel a little bit more comfortable doing it. I still feel like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but I have some questions prepared this time instead of just like waiting for something to pop into my head, right? And just seeing what would happen if I just wing it at the past tense. One that
wanged it.
Winged it. Anyway, without further delay, may I ask your full name?
Is Ulysses and I Saucedo.
Who named you?
Who named me? Pretty much my mom.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
So like, she got the name Ulysses. Even though like again, a lot of people have always been like, "Oh, Ulysses," you know, reference it. Never seen it to be in like Greek name, and was it the Odyssey?
Okay.
You know, my mom got the name from a Spanish song, and the song was about an angel, and the chorus was something like. Something in the chorus, it sang the name Ulysses or something like that, and because it was the name of the angel in the song.
I love that.
And so my mom named me that. She said I was her little angel that came in. She said she dreamt of me and saw exactly how I looked before I was born.
Really?
So, yeah.
And it was accurate.
Yeah, she said I was born, and she's like, I already.
Isn't Ulysses an archangel? Is that? I don't know. I'd have to look into that. Maybe I'm just making that shit up. I didn't pay attention to that when I was in Christian realm.
I heard about that. So
that's a really beautiful story. I never heard that before. And then where did Alain come from?
I don't even know, to be honest. Shit, I don't think I've ever answered that. I have to ask her, and I'll update you.
Excuse me. I would like that.
Yeah.
Your birthday is November 22nd, 1987. You recently just turned 38.
I did.
Yeah. How are you feeling? How was your birthday?
Birthday was great. It was cool.
Yeah.
I went with the family, had some dinner.
Nice.
Asked them to make me, or asked my mom, asked me like what I wanted to eat.
Sure.
So I asked for some entomatadas.
You asked for what? Sorry.
For some entomatadas. So it's like fried tortilla rolled in like tomato sauce.
Oh, okay.
With queso fresco on top.
Oh, nice.
And inside as well.
Okay.
Yeah. And then with a side of frijoles con chorizo.
Nice.
Yeah, it's delicious. Okay. It's fantastic. And then afterwards, went and caught a comedy show.
Cool. With the brothers?
No, I went with Ashley.
Oh, nice. Okay, very good. Was the comedy show good?
It was fantastic. Awesome. It was great. It was an awesome fucking time.
I'm glad. Yeah, that makes me happy. Do you know what time you were born?
I do. I'll be able to say that.
Fair enough. We're going to avoid all of the ladies out there knowing what time. Ain't no one doing Yuli's birth chart today. I love that. Fair enough. I love that you're protecting that. But that makes you a Sagittarius, right? I literally just started asking this and like mentioning it to people because of Gaby.
Oh.
Her really strong interest in it is now like rubbing off on me.
Yeah.
And I actually have a book on like the history of astrology, and that was like one of the deterrents, was that like I didn't really know the history of it. And so I'm trying to like actually find legitimacy in it. Do you follow any of that at all, or do you really like pay attention to it? Or was
nothing nothing hardcore, but I do find certain things about it interesting, and like I've made like my connections and stuff there.
Yeah,
so it's cool. It's interesting. I don't live and die by it, but
it's interesting.
But also
to think about.
Even though I'm identify more Sagittarius, I guess. Technically, because I'm on the 22nd, I'm considered a cusp.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, so I'm a Scorpio Sagittarius cusp. I'm a little fitty, you know.
A little bit of both.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. So
cute. Where did you grow up?
Where did I grow up? I grew up in Cicero. Gang banging in the cold streets of Cicero now.
That's where you and I met.
Yeah.
You remember? Yeah.
Were
your parents already in the house in Cicero when you came along?
Yeah, pretty much, because we used to live originally when I was born. I think we were. Oh no, but I remember living off like 25th and Laramie. And back then, it was a shitty neighborhood.
Right.
You know, it's way better now, of course, you know.
25th and Laramie, that's over by like, what is it, that older pizza place?
It's just over the bridge by the post office. There's a post office on the Laramie
Okay.
Bridge.
Yeah.
So, like, down that street.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. I know where that is, yeah. Okay. And then, so you were living over there, and then when did you guys move into the house that they're at now?
When Josue was born, right before Josue was born.
Okay.
When we moved in there, I believe my mom was still pregnant. And then me and my other brother were still younger.
Okay.
So
nice.
Yeah, so it was cool. When we got there, and we went to the like better side of Cicero, quote unquote. And we've been there. My family's still over there. Or my parents, I should say. Yeah, and growing up there was cool. So where I had all my friends and everything, and we'd be riding our bikes all around the whole neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know, and it was a good time. Good time, be gone all day. Just parents wondering where the fuck I was all day, because we didn't have cell phones then.
Dude.
You know, so it's wild. It's crazy. We literally used to just disappear.
Be home before the lights went on.
No, I'd come home at like 10, 11.
No shit.
I was always giving my mom
got in trouble. Like I knew the
second
that the street lights came on, I needed to book it and get home. Like as soon, because that means that it was dusk and I needed to get home. And I would get chewed the fuck out if I came home later than that. Yeah,
I was always supposed to, but most times I.
What were you up to? What were you doing? Just hood rat shit with your friends?
Pretty much, man. We'd be out there just a lot of sport playing. We used to play sports literally all day.
You were like really into football, right? You guys did like
a football, like everything.
Do you still do the Thanksgiving football game?
Oh, no, I haven't done that shit in years, but I miss it. Man. I do miss it. you know.
I just knew about it. I don't think I've ever gone to one. I just knew you did it every year.
Yeah, because it was cool. Every Thanksgiving, you would just show up to what's like called Lincoln Park.
Yeah.
It was actually Eddie Kohler Park.
Mm-hmm.
Show up there in the field, and there's usually people playing. Usually, you can just like meet up, make teams, and just play. Which I just haven't been able to do that the past few years, but I would like to. Well, it does suck. Like it's a lot of don't really have a lot of friends that like go play football or sports really as much anymore. But yeah, but growing up, we used to do sports all day. We start with softball in the morning, and then go play soccer, and then play football, and then end up at my friend's place playing basketball. You know, so we're just always out riding our bikes somewhere, getting lost with homies, and just like finding our way back. And yeah, it was crazy. The only thing about it too is we didn't have cell phones then, so our parents were literally just praying that we would come back home alive. If we think about that now, it's crazy.
It's super crazy to try and imagine life again without cell phones or even the internet. I've been thinking about that a lot because I'm trying to redevelop my affinity for reading because I have a terrible attention span. And I was just telling Chris earlier how I was like a voracious reader as a kid. I was reading all the time. And now it's like so difficult for me to just like sit down and finish a book. It's one of the reasons why Gabby and I started our book club was because I could not just like sit down on my own and finish a book. And so we listened to the Audible and then like follow along. Like do you remember the books on cassette from when we were kids?
Yeah.
I used to read those all the time, and so I'm just like mimicking that as a grown-up now to trick myself into reading. I digress. I just like trick myself sorry. I just am like reminiscing about being younger and like time before the internet, right? Because
internet and all the fucking electronics and everything.
My attention is shit.
Yeah, for real. I feel that. It's all the short span bullshit. All that quick release dopamine.
I'm an addict for sure.
Feeling for the dopamine.
What's your first memory as a child?
First memory as a child. One particular memory I have is that always like comes back and forth in my head is my dad took me and my older brother. This was before Sweat was born. It was me and Giovanni. He would take both of us on his road bike and have one of us on the handlebars and the other one in the crossbar and like sitting sideways. And he would take both of us out cruising to the park or wherever we would go. But he would take both of us on his road bike and just ride there. But one particular memory, is we were going down Cicero Avenue and then like crossing it. I don't know why that particular moment always pops up. Because I can't really remember like any other times, like when we'd go to the actual park. Well, I remember just that one time we were on Cicero Avenue.
I love that.
We were both down there. I was there with my brother. Yeah.
How old were you? If you had a guess. Little teeny tiny Yuli?
Somewhere between maybe 5 and 7. Probably.
So cute. What did you want to be when you grew up?
What did I want to be when I grew up? I don't think anything particular really ever came to mind. I was like, I want to do this. Up until I seen pretty much Slipknot.
I was going to say, was it Slipknot?
Yeah, it was Slipknot.
I remember that
Slipknot
from the last time we did this.
Life.
We're going to touch on that in a little bit.
Yeah. And do you remember The Box? I don't know if you ever watched The Box.
Yes, the music videos.
The music video channel.
Yes.
I forget what channel it was. Channel 28 or some shit, I think.
Yes.
And
but never in my own house. It was always at my friend Daisy's, who her family was different than mine, and The Box was on, and that's when I got to watch The Box.
So, and like, I don't know if you remember, you could call in and request whatever song
I don't know if I remember that part. That's dope.
I remember doing it. I had done it before a couple of times. But you used to be able to call in, and then it'd be like automated, and you would just, the music videos would have a code on them, like a 3-letter code, or 3-number code, and you would type it in, and it would know, okay, this song by whoever. But whatever, that was a correct show. But I remember one time going to school, and at this time I was really just big into like hip hop and like hardcore gangster rap type shit. I was like ghetto, you know, I dressed all ghetto, whatever, and was leaving the school. And as I was about to turn off TV watching the box, the music video for Wait and Bleed from Slipknot, but the live version, and it's them playing in front of like a huge fucking crowd, and they're on stage fucking like fighting each other, jumping on each other, going crazy. The crowd is going fucking crazy. And up until then, I never really heard metal. And listening to that song and watching that fucking completely changed everything for me. And at that moment, I realized, holy shit, like, I want to do that. Like, that's what I want to fucking do. I want to fucking
I love that
be on a stage in front of a bunch of fucking people, like, just going crazy.
Yeah.
You know, and at that point, I was like, cool, like, I want to play music. And then prior to that, too, I had my first instrument was the fucking clarinet. And I did that, like, in 6th grade, like, 6th to maybe 8th grade. And like, I stopped playing clarinet because I was like, this is lame. and kind of stopped playing. But then after seeing the Slipknot thing, that shit like reignited for me. And I was like, holy fuck, like, I want to do something like that. And come freshman year, I had some homies. Shout out to Jacob, essentially getting me into playing music, like band music. Because he came to me one day and was like, hey, what's it, like me, Ryan, and George are making a fucking band.
Oh, God, I remember that band. Yeah. What was the name of that band?
Yeah, like 3 different days. Yeah, like.
Can I stretch out? Do you mind?
Oh, yeah, go for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
My legs are sore.
We had a bunch of fucking names. End of Reason was one of our main. It was shows that we actually played with that name.
I don't know what this motion was, but End of Reason sounds very
yeah.
very
we had this band name, one name called Distac, and it's literally was an acronym for something like dark in angular sub. Like it was some fucking ridiculous ass acronym. And then we had like other names, I think. But yeah, he pretty much came to me. He's like, hey, we're all throwing a band together. You want to be in it? And I was like, sure. At the time, I didn't have any instrument. And I was like, sure. Like, what do you guys need? And they're like, oh, we need a bass player. And I'm like, fuck it, I'll play bass. So then I saved up my lunch money. I just didn't eat for like a whole month and a half.
Oh my gosh.
And then I forgot how it came about, but my mom was like, I told my mom, or my mom just randomly asked me, she's like, have you been eating lunch? And I'm like, why? You know? She's like, have you been eating lunch or not? And I was like, no, I haven't. And she's like, why not? She's like, oh, I've been saving up to get this bass. They had a starter bass pack at Sam Ash Music.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck yeah, like, it was like $300 or something, or 200, whatever. I had like 100 and something. Saving up my lunch money every day, you know. And
how many days had you been doing this?
I don't know.
You said like a month?
Divided by 5, whatever.
Okay.
So, or 100 something.
Right.
So it was like a month and a half.
Okay. That's impressive. And, that's a long time.
Yeah. And like, yeah, so she was asking, and so I was like, no, you know, I'm trying to buy this thing because I want to be in a band with my homies. And she was like, you haven't been eating fucking lunch? I'm like, well, no, like I don't want to ask you, you know, to like spend money on that. And so she was like, how much do you have? How much do you need? She's like, I'll just put the rest in.
Aww.
And I was like, okay, cool. And then she took me and we went, got it. And that was my first bass setup, you know. It's a little 4-string Ibanez starter pack with a little fucking amp and shit. So it was cool. And pretty much just taught myself.
Your freshman year, sophomore year?
Freshman year.
So you were like 14?
Yeah, you know. And so yeah, I started playing that. Pretty much self-taught myself the bass and started jamming with them. And that's where shit got started. And shortly after is when I met Jose. Do you remember Jose?
Mm-hmm.
From my other band.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Evening Funeral?
Evening Funeral. Yeah. Wasn't he in Fury of Venetus as well?
No.
Okay.
He was in Fury. Fury was with other people. Which I don't know if you know any or particular. But anyways, yeah, I started playing music from there. And then played bass for fucking long ass time. And then eventually switched over to guitar, full-time guitar, because I dabbled in guitar. And I seen an old friend of mine, Rob, coming out of a practice space, and he was actually leaving this band at the time. It was called Contra. And he pretty much told me, he's like, hey, I'm leaving. He was going to pursue, other things in life. And he's like, but it'd be for guitar. And I'm like, well, I play bass. And I had jammed with him on guitar prior, like randomly, nothing serious.
Mm-hmm.
I was just fucking around. And he's like, nah, bro. He's like, you can fucking play guitar. He's like, so it's like, do it. Like, I'm sure you get the part. So I was like, all right, fuck it. I did. Met them, learned a bunch of songs within like a week or so. Went and did the whole audition, and yeah, they ended up, letting me join the band. I was pretty excited because a month later, or pretty much as soon as I joined, they're like, learn the rest of these songs. We're going on tour next month,
Oh, wow.
And I was like, this is like totally all I fucking want. And at the tryout too, they're telling me that they're prepping to go on tour.
Mm-hmm.
So I was super like stoked. I was like, oh, universe, like, I just fucking want this. The fuck, that door just moved. It's crazy. But the outside door?
Oh.
That should totally just fucking
Most of the cats are in here, right? Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It might be the wind.
Yeah. Slid it? That's crazy.
It might be the wind. Or, it might be the spirit.
Yeah. But, joined Contra, then went on tour. And then at that point, I had just pretty much quit my job because they were going to fire me anyway. So I quit them and then went full-time with the band and business. And yeah, Contra was fucking cool. Did that. We were touring for like on and off for like 3 years or so. And fucking awesome. That was fucking awesome as like time frame, in my life. That shit was sick. Fucking just touring a lot, going all over the country. Fucking awesome. I remember the first time going on tour, the very first tour, being in the van and rolling with these guys. Given that I just essentially met these guys a month ago.
Right.
And as we're driving and we're driving out of the city, I'm realizing I'm in this car with a group of dudes I don't fucking know. And we're going to be gone for the next like week or so.
Mm-hmm.
And
you have no idea what you just got into.
Yeah. And I kind of started freaking out. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Well, it was just like, fuck it at this point, like I'm already
You're already in.
I'm here, man. So yeah, but it turns out, man, it was fucking awesome. It was a great time. You learn to really be around those people. And luckily, I had a good connection with all of them. So yeah, there's always ups and downs, especially when you're in such close proximity of people for long. People like close, probably. We were living out of the van,
right?
And it's cool. It was fucking awesome, and I made, excuse me, I made friends who, I now consider family, and it's been amazing. And then I've met a lot of people on the road and seen a lot of the country, got to really understand what the rest of the country is like, and realizing that even as big as Chicago is, like there's so much more to the rest of the country, good and bad, right? But it's crazy. It was a good time, fucking awesome time, and yeah, did that for like 3 or so years. Then eventually decided to leave. Left Contra. It just didn't become as like fun and entertaining for me. Like things just became very like repetitive. Like we're back on tour, write this, learn this, record this, hit the road, boom, and it was so much back to back that it felt like I didn't have any opportunity to actually input creativity. You know, so it just became very just like.
Did it become kind of like another job?
Yeah, you know.
It wasn't fun anymore.
Yeah, and I was like, you know, I was grateful for the experience of the people I've met and everything, but I just felt like, okay, it's time for me to move on. I left that, told myself I wasn't going to be like pursuing music, like serious like that. Again, I focused 100% onto my business, and then not a couple years later, like 8 years later, Brent reaches back out, and who's our singer, or who was our drummer then, is now our singer now, hits me up and lets me know, say, hey, trying to do a new project. I told him, like, no, I'm not trying to be serious about anything. He's like, no, it's cool. Just come jam with us. Like, I already got Frank, and Frank was our bass player from Contra. He's like, yeah, you know, like, just come jam, man. Just chill, just jam. We're just going to play music,
Nothing
whatever.
serious, bro.
Yeah, really. I was like, I fell for it, you know. He's so charming. So I was like, yeah, fuck it, cool. And then, like, that's where we're at now. I'm with Empath. And it's been going fucking great. We play music that's just shit that we love, versus like, I feel like in Contra it was a little bit more like, I'm not gonna say Contra itself, but within that kind of scene, I felt a lot of it was just kind of like, oh, we're the tougher band, we're the toughest, or everybody was trying to be the toughest band or coolest, whatever. And like, I didn't give a shit about any of that. So when it came to Empath, we're like, let's just fucking play music we like. And we're all into like, we're all into metal, we're all into hip hop, we're all into R&B, we're all into like house music, rap, and so now we have this whole mixed genre that we kind of just call house rock, and it's just a mix of shit of everything that we like, from R&B to, you know, house music to breakdowns to like rap rock, and it's been fucking cool. People have really been liking it, enjoying it. I've been putting out music and videos, and it's been fun. It's been a good time. It's been great. Most of this past year, we've kind of been on a hiatus. Took a little break from playing live music, live shows, but we've definitely still been releasing music. Currently working on some new shit right now, and we're gonna start shooting we're gonna shoot a video starting next year, January, February. We're gonna start shooting that.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty awesome. It's gonna be like a cool, I guess I don't want to say too much about the video,
sure.
But it's cool because we're kind of doing like storyline style shit.
Okay.
As opposed to all the videos were all just performance videos. It's cool. I'm excited. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. The song itself too is pretty fun. So I'm excited for that. So it's cool. And then we're gonna be dropping some merch and shit soon. So
hell yeah.
Finally, we've been like super dragging on like the merch shit.
It's a lot to keep that going.
Yeah. You know,
I feel like you just answered all of the questions that I.
I'm sorry to say like
No, it's totally fine. I love it. Also, we did smoke just a little while ago, so that's also part of it. But thank you for all of that information, by the way. I didn't want to stop you. I was just like, keep going. I love this. I love it. What is your earliest memory of music?
Earliest memory of music.
Or when did you fall in love with it? Like when?
Well, I definitely feel like.
Excuse me, I belched.
Yeah, a lot of people have like, or especially in like Mexican households. I feel it was like on the weekend for my parents. It's usually Sundays where I'd be waking up to like music blasting in the house, and then like cleaning or cooking breakfast, whatever it may be. And I was kind of waking up to that, knowing that it's like, okay, one, I know it's Sunday, you know, and we're probably gonna have some pancakes, and they're probably cleaning and everything. And it's usually what they were doing, so we'd wake up to that. So there was always music in the house. My dad used to have this black stereo in the dining room, and he'd always be blasting music. So, and like all kinds of music too, because he'd be like into like rock and roll shit, and then like Spanish rock shit, and then like he'd just be playing all kinds of stuff, and he'd be like singing, like, oh, and then my mom too. Sometimes she would grab me a lot, like, and I'd be like walking past the kitchen, she'd like grab me by the hand and start like dancing with me, making me dance with her.
Oh, that's sweet.
And so I guess music has always just kind of been around there, and I think little by little just kind of got absorbed to it and started like, I guess, finding music that like I liked, and I liked a lot of the music that my parents would play too. Like, it's how I ended up really getting into like Mana. My dad used to have this one particular album he used to always play, and I started just listening and playing it on my own, like reading the lyrics, trying to sing and stuff like that. So that was always fun and around, you know, I think. Yeah.
I love that. I did put down wide bass and then the switch to guitar, but you did totally cover that. Thank you. Was music the first thing you stuck to?
Music first thing. No, I did martial arts.
Before that. Okay.
Yeah, I did. I did martial arts before music. Living on when we lived originally in Cicero. Like my parents put us into karate so that we could learn to defend ourselves. And so we did taekwondo, and it was cool.
Did you study at Combat Do?
I did eventually, yeah.
Because that was Tracy's family's school. Yeah. You knew that, right?
Yeah. Okay. That's how I met Tracy.
That's how you met Tracy?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's how I met Tracy.
Okay.
Yeah. And
that's so weird that we all have like our own way of meeting her, and like we're all friends with her like in our own way, you know. It's so funny. And then like they intertwined as well. Anyway, sorry. Hi Tracy.
What's up, Tracy? Yeah, so before we get into jiu-jitsu, I did taekwondo, and that's when I learned like I love fighting too. I just happened to be really good at it. And yeah, I won trophies and shit, went into competitions and stuff.
No shit.
And so that was really fun, you know, and then I kind of stopped. And I think that's when I kind of like picked up into the music.
Okay.
And I started doing like the clarinet. And then I got into jiu-jitsu because, did you ever know Erica? She was like, I guess, an ex. She was like a chick I had a crush in like kindergarten.
Oh.
And shit. And then like throughout like early elementary and shit, whatever.
Maybe if I saw a picture of her, I would.
Yeah. Well.
Is she who you went to prom with?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now I remember. Okay.
Yeah. I do remember that was a whole fucking night too. That was a fun.
I still have those photos of you.
Yeah. Yeah, my brain.
I remember I asked you to stop by Paisan so I could see you. Remember?
Oh, yeah.
And you and Josie and
Jesse. Yeah, Jesse. Yeah.
I remember that. That's who. Yeah, that's who you were talking about. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, that's who you're referring to, right?
Yeah.
That's Erica.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So she, like, me and her were always cool and stuff. So she invited me one time to go with her to go train in jiu-jitsu, which was like combat do.
Okay.
So I went with her and trained with her, fought her, whatever, and like it was cool and interesting. That was my first time ever doing like jujitsu, you know. So it was cool. And then I think that's where I met Bob, Master Bob, and you know, got me to sign off, and I was like, fuck you, I'm down. Signed up, and I started training there, and which was funny. I think like that same day or the second time I went, I fought this chick. Her name's Pearl, and she like later went to go fight in like professional MMA. And she fucking whooped my ass like crazy. It was like my second time fucking training. And she like armbarred my fucking, oh my god, she almost broke my shit. But that was fucking crazy though, fuck.
That's awesome.
It was nuts because I was just not expecting that. She like fucking completely ragdolled me. And it was fucking crazy. That was cool. I was like, all right, cool, you know. That's why you can't underestimate people.
No.
I was like, holy shit. So, but definitely, I started training there. I got pretty good. Won some competitions doing that as well. Doing pretty good. Master Bob always fucking loved me. Always put me against like older, bigger people. And even though most times I lost, I would go like all 5 rounds with them and shit, you know, and it'd be crazy. And I'd give them hell. And they always knew like, yo, what the fuck? And Master Bob would just be laughing and be like, you really go over here, fight him. I was like, what? And they'd be laughing, and then until they start fighting me, they're like, yo, what the fuck? And I pissed them off because they can't. They thought they would submit me right away, and like, no. I'd actually make them work, and they'd be all fucking pissed off and so, yeah. And then one time, we were doing like fireman carries.
Okay.
Doing drills, running back and forth from the mat, and his ass fucking partnered me with some dude who's like 3 times my weight. It was like an older fat dude. And I was like, what the fuck? And the whole drill was that you would pick your partner up, fireman's carry him onto you, take him across the other side, put him down, and you guys switch, and then do it across. He picked me up like fucking nothing. He's like, boom, and I was like, what the fuck? And then, like, all right, everybody switch and goes. And of course, everybody finishes shit, and I'm still trying to pick him up. And he makes the whole class wait for me. He's like, no, he's like, you gotta fucking do it. And I was like, the fuck? Like, bro, I could barely fucking lift this dude. I kept going, and I fucking did it. I fucking was like squatting super low to the fucking ground. He was so fucking heavy, but I made it across.
Wow.
And he fucking made the whole class wait till I was done. And I was like, fucking guy. And he always did shit like that to me, but I always fucking did it. So, like, he definitely saw that I was capable of more and shit. So, which was crazy. And I feel it did make me a good fighter. Because even though I stopped training for a long time, when I pick up, I would rent throughout the years. I've gone to like different gyms with like friends or whatever. We'll go for like a month or so, just kind of like roll again, and then like disappear for a long time again. So every time I would go back, you know, it's like riding a bike. You know, you get back into it, start flowing, rolling. So it's cool. It's nice. It's fun.
Awesome. I'm like trying to remember. So I am somebody who practices non-monogamy, that has had multiple partners at one time or am involved with different people. You are in a band with 4 other dudes. You are in a relationship with 4 other dudes.
Yeah, pretty much.
What has been one of like the hardest kind of like disagreements you guys have had, and like what have you learned about being in a relationship with 4 other people as a band and like collaboration?
It's like it's amazing because you get the creativity and the perspective of multiple people that you connect with, that you trust with and care about. So you value that. But also at the same time, it's like we all have to make like 4 other people happy.
Yeah.
Simultaneously.
Yeah.
And it's difficult, you know. because like similar to being like non-monogamous or like polyamorous relationship where it's like, and I mean I've never been in a polyamorous relationship, so I'm just speaking on comparison.
Sure.
But like the idea of trying to maintain a healthy relationship amongst multiple other people is a lot of work. It's a lot of fucking work. It can be very draining at times, you know, but more than the draining times, there are moments that it's just like I love you all. I'm glad to be doing this with you guys. And every time we step on stage together, we share that time, like, man, there's nothing but love on the stage every time we hit for you, that we have for each other. And yes, it's amazing. Every time we step on stage, I look down across the way, you know, and I see all of them. It makes me happy, and it makes me just like give a fuck less in a good way, you know. So it's like I'm here in the moment with them, and then we throw down and we do our thing, and it's fun.
What's going on in your mind right before you start performing? Like, where are you at mentally, emotionally?
One is just like, I guess the idea of just kind of remember that like it's just another day in the office type deal. So I try not to like hyper focus, I guess, on anything.
Okay.
But more so that's just, you know, I'm here. It's where I want to be. It's what I love to do with the people that I care about. You know, and I want to put on a show for people. People came out to see us, you know, and spend time with us here. Like, I want to make it worth it. I want it to be a good time for everybody on the stage and off the stage. So, yeah, you know, and that's what usually when I look down across the way and I'll see the rest of the team, I'm just like, fuck yeah. Like, let's do this.
What is it about Empath that you think has led to this band's success as opposed to other bands that you've been part of in the past?
Because I think we're all willing to do what's going to take. We're all willing to sacrifice. We're all willing to pay our dues. We have paid our dues. We've all been playing music since forever, never stopped. Yeah, and I think it's the chemistry and the bond that we all have with each other. But I think more so than anything, it's the fact knowing that we all know we want to do this, and we're pretty much ready to give up everything for it. And in other past projects, bands, and experiences, is a lot of people either one, they want to just do it like, oh, it's just a hobby for fun, whatever, which is totally cool, you know. And other people who say that they want it bad and just don't do what is needed. And when it comes to us, it's just like, okay, like this one needs to get done. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna fucking make it happen. You know, and we still have a long way to go. Like we're nowhere near where, you know, where we're going. So, but we definitely know that we're willing to sacrifice whatever it is to make it happen and continue, keep going. Because we've had plenty of times where one of us or some of us felt like we were almost ready to throw in the towel. And like I say, it gets tough.
Can you give an example of one of those times for you?
So like a couple years ago, there was a lot going on, and there was a lot going on in other people's lives at like a certain point, and I felt like it was affecting a lot of what was like the feelings in the band per se. Mm-hmm. And it felt like it was just kind of stalemating, and it was just like not really going anywhere. Sure. Emotions were down. Mm-hmm. Other people felt like their views were going somewhere else, you know, like it shit just felt off. I don't think, and there was a lot going on with all of us at that time. But I think having to go through that and having experienced the emotions that we did, and at times towards each other, I'm not saying that we've gotten into anything like dramatic or crazy, but we've definitely had some conversations with one another, you know? And I feel the reason why we can have, at times, even like an intense conversation with each other is because we all know that we care about each other and it's coming from a place that matters for each of us. So it's not like we're going in talking shit or anything, but it's like, hey, bro, like, I give a fuck about you, mm-hmm. and I give a fuck about what you're doing. And like, because I love you, it's like, I'm just going to be fucking direct about it. And we've had some intense conversations. But at the end of the day, because those intense conversations, it's like a reminder to all of us that it's like we know exactly what we signed up for. Yeah. And we're all here because we give a fuck and we care about each other. And at the end of the day, we always like to remind each other too that like no matter what, like we still always want to remain friends. Yeah. Like band aside, business aside, at the end of the day, it's like, hey, what's up with you? You know? Yeah.
That's really beautiful. No, yeah. That's really beautiful. Thank you. What's next for Empath?
What's next for Empath? Big things. No. We got,
I mean, to the extent that you want to share it, right? Yeah. I don't want you to feel like you have to give anything away that you don't want to.
Yeah. We have a lot of music. Like.
That hadn't been released yet?
Yeah, we have a lot of unreleased music. A lot of just like demo tracks and shit like that. That's like stuff that we put together. So we have plenty of music to make, and we're always making more music too. We've been low-key in the background. I've been like working with a particular producer. Oh, excuse me. Mm-hmm. And we've just been like developing that relationship right now. Got a couple tracks worked out with him. In the process of like finishing, still writing. Hopefully be releasing some of those tracks next year at some point. So we're excited for that. And the other like potential opportunities that may open up. Yeah, so we definitely have a lot coming up. Even though we've been like on a hiatus majority of this year, we do have a lot coming up. A lot of stuff we've been working on. Like I said, we have tons of music really, and it's just kind of trying to like pick and choose what we want to finish and release. That deal. But we definitely have plenty of music.
Stuff in the works.
Yeah. So
I want to say I was just having this conversation yesterday about with somebody who's an actor, and we watched a short film that he's in together, and I'm so relieved when I don't have to fib to someone about their creative work and enjoying their creative work. And I have to say that even if you were not an empath, I would still very much enjoy Empath. And I love that that's the case, right? Because I want to be supportive of you because you're my brother and you're my best friend. And, you know, I'm going to come to your shows and I'm going to buy merch and, you know, I'm going to do what I can. Not as much as I want to, but I'm going to do what I can. And I'm so relieved that I don't have to like pretend that it's good. You know what I mean? I don't know. I don't ever want to be somebody who lies, but it's like I do have the ability to find ways to like complement parts of things to the extent that I can without lying. But like, I love that I can tell you, I really enjoy Empath. I love what you guys are doing. I think that the love and care that you have for each other is very evident in what you put out. And the way that you support each other's creativity and betterment is very evident in like what's gone on since you guys started this, you know, and I'm just so proud of you, dude.
Oh,
it's it's awesome. And it's been really an honor to get to watch you progress over the last couple decades, you know, with your music. Do you have any advice for me or others that are thinking about picking up an instrument but have trouble sticking to it? Gotta do it.
Yeah, you just gotta practice. That's really it. So,
how do you stay motivated to put the time in for your craft?
Like for music?
Sure.
It's just knowing that I like to do it. That's what I want to do. I mean, shit gets tough, but at the same time, it's like...
It's what you keep coming back to.
Yeah. I've tried leaving music so many times throughout my life. So that's just... No, I just keep coming back. I somehow always end up back. So it's like, all right, stop fighting it.
That's really beautiful. That's really beautiful. I think I sent it to you, but there's this really beautiful video from Marina Abramovich talking about how people will ask her, how do you become a great artist, or how do you become an artist? And she said, if you're truly an artist, you don't have to be an artist. You're just an artist. It's what you do. It's, you know, you wake up thinking about art, you're breathing art, you're sleeping, you know, dreaming about art. And I watched it probably 25 times, just over and over again, because it made me really upset. Because I don't know. I feel like I have certain inclinations toward things like that, but I feel like I want to put more time into things, but like there's like this weird barrier. I don't know, other than butchering. I digress. This is about you. But I just, sorry. I love that answer though. You're like, you just got to do it. And it's what you want to be doing. Like, you don't have to try to do it. It's what you want to be doing because it's what you love. Amen. Thank you. Where do you see yourself as a musician in 10 years? 48.
Shit. On tour? Fuck. I'll play and be on the road the rest of my life if I can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Touring.
Shit's fun.
Hell yeah.
Living out of a van? I'll live out of a fucking van. Hell yeah.
You do love living out of a van. You do enjoy that tour life.
Grilling, making hot dogs.
In the fucking Costco parking lot in Omaha, Nebraska.
Walmart. I don't think it's like that anymore, though. Ever since COVID.
Oh.
Because they used to have, was it Supercenter Walmarts? They were open 24 hours. So...
You could just be parked there. Great places for touring bands,
yeah. You just go there and you can grill on the property too.
Well, I was referring to when I met up with you guys in Omaha.
Yeah.
And you were parked outside the parking lot, and I remember we had a hot dogs in the parking lot.
Well, they're just grilling, cooking some dogs.
Hanging out, enjoying the evening.
Oh, yeah.
That's a fun memory. If you could only listen to 3 albums for the rest of your life, what would they be?
Dang, let's go. 3 albums for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, it's tough.
I like how much this question trips people up.
Yeah.
I also like that I consistently am interviewing people who love music as much as I do, where it's like an actual question.
Yeah.
I have guesses, but I'm curious.
One I know for sure would have to be the album Overcast from Atmosphere.
Okay. I figured it would be an Overcast album. Yeah. I just didn't know which one.
Yeah. So yeah, Overcast from Atmosphere. I'm trying to think. Let's see, I'll try. So that would probably be like, I guess, more hip hop. If I was to pick like a metal album, probably Unhallowed from Black Dahlia Murder. Fucking love like the riff and drumming and everything is fucking awesome.
Black Dahlia is great.
And
I've seen them live a few times.
Fuck yeah. Just sick. And then what else? Yeah, I was like trying to think. Probably go with Kill Switch.
Okay.
Live or Just Breathing album.
Nice.
I like that.
Okay.
I'll stick with those 3. No, you know what? I'll probably have to swap that out. Go. Oh fuck, I don't know. I'll stick with that. Stick with those.
Okay. Okay. What's your favorite color?
What's my favorite color? I had a couple. Let's say more like purple. Like a royal purple. Or blue, royal blue.
Nice. What's your favorite food?
Favorite food? Oh man, that's hard too. And I mean, I love simple answer, I guess, would be pan. I love pan dulce.
You do the
I love fucking like
your
sushi,
love of pan dulce
Chinese
makes
food.
me so happy. Like, I love you posting about pan dulce. I love you like posting memes about loving pan dulce.
Yeah, I fucking love pan. It's my downfall. My fucking what's it, like kryptonite.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite kind?
They have to. There's like a chocolate pig shaped one.
Okay.
I really like that one.
Cute.
There's this one spot in Cicero, and they have a concha muffin.
Oh.
It's, oh my god, it's fucking
Do you know
phenomenal.
one of my favorite ones? Do you ever go to Cafe Artemio? That's on Milwaukee. I think is what it's called. It's like this little bakery, panaderia, and they have the cup with like the custard cheese thing. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I'm trying to think. Custard cheese.
It's like a custard in the center of it, and it's baked, and it's delicious.
Oh, okay. I think it was like a cup of it.
No.
Oh, okay,
sorry.
okay.
It's like a muffin or something with
and
like.
It's in there. Okay, yeah. I think
that's my favorite kind.
You know the style, yeah.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It is a good one. Any other favorite foods? Just that is your favorite.
Sushi. Yeah, I like sushi, and I love tacos.
I also think I'm just doing a quick like. If I need to cook for Yuli, what am I making?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Tacos. I like tacos, I like sushi. I like that fucking chicken you made the other day. Jesus Christ, that shit. It's juicy.
Oh, it's juicy.
Like sucking off my chicken and I was eating it. Jesus. That shit's delicious though.
Dude, that was the first time I made a roasted chicken.
That was fucking great.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you, honey. It came from a place of love.
Thank you.
It was the first time I basted a chicken, and I like.
You know,
yes, this is me.
A little bath right there.
Giving it a little butter bath.
Bath.
And I trust it. A little chicken bondage.
Oh, really?
All these skills.
A little whip out.
I got rid of all that stuff. I gotta get it again. Ugh, it's fine. It went to a good home. It's fine.
Yeah.
It did. It was, the Jesus arc. I digress again. What is the best part of being Ulysses Saucedo as a musician?
As a musician, the best part of it. Playing fucking music that I love.
Yeah.
Guess, Self, and then sharing it with the people that I'm with. So, like, empath is empath because of, everyone who's in it.
You say that again?
Empath is empath because of everybody who's in it.
Totally.
So, I'm happy to be sharing this experience with them. I love it. I love them. So fucking yeah.
What is the worst part?
The worst part? That you have to deal with so many of these motherfuckers.
Stop. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not in a band, right? But I can relate to like my active effort toward being less isolated, and like you have to render yourself to being inconvenienced by those that you love. Because in order to have true relationships with people, right, you have to be willing to be irritated, be vulnerable, open yourself up to getting your feathers ruffled, your bruises poked, right? Because you don't get that growth in isolation. The worst part is having to deal with these. I can only relate from my own experience with like just loved ones and friends and partners and my family, etc.
Yeah. So it's the people, the blessing and the curse,
right? Do you have a favorite memory of you and me? Over the last 20 years, Ulysses, we've been friends for 20 years.
Definitely be all the nights we killed a bottle of Jack and packs of Marlboro Reds.
Which time? Wait, are you talking about the bottle of gin or the bottle of Jack? Because there was a gin night when I lived on the in the South Loop. There was that time too. But there was a bottle of Jack and cigarettes. A different time? Where was I living at the time?
Oh, fuck. You're all over the city.
I was. I've moved a lot. I have moved a lot. You've helped me move a lot.
Because I think the gin was when you were South Loop.
Yes.
No, South Loop? I think the Jack was when you were Rogers Park.
Okay. Can you tell me more about this evening?
I don't remember too much of it. I remember
us
the
getting
moment being there,
fucking wasted and
fucking chain smoking cowboy killers and shit.
Dude, I was really into that in that apartment. I was really into chain smoking and drinking in that apartment. It was a good
it's a good pastime,
At the time it was, right. But we have had several of those, just like hanging out and talking.
Let's see, other than that. Oh, probably you took me for my birthday and we got the energy pool.
Yeah.
That shit was fucking intense.
Yeah.
That shit was wild. That shit was crazy.
You know what's so funny is my mom referred to that in her interview.
Oh, really?
Because I was asking her about how she's dealt with all of the various versions of me and all of the different things I've been into. And she was like, it's actually really funny, but she's like naming off like when you shaved your head, when you were into women and you're still into women. And then she's like, and then you had like big hooks in your back and I didn't know why. And it was just, and I was like, oh, I didn't realize I showed you the pictures. And I should have thought that like maybe my mom didn't want to see that. But yes, the energy poll was phenomenal. That was super cool.
Yeah, it was.
That was a lot of fun. I would like to do something like that again. Yeah, I don't know who is doing that these days. I need to look into that. This is a note to self. Because I want to do like the official hang. Not that I don't want to do an energy poll as well again. without my brain being all fucked from my personal situation going on.
Yeah.
Ugh. But I would like to do an energy pull again with like a clear mind and heart. And then also like an actual, what is it, like suicide hang or
suspension.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of gnarly.
Yeah, can we do that?
I'll be down. That was like originally the plan, right?
I think so, but like,
and then
it was like
she suggested like, hey, maybe do something a little lesser, don't jump straight into that.
And both you and I were just like, no, we're ready.
Oh, we're
ready. I just want to feel something. Oh, it's funny, but it's true. No, I would absolutely agree that was one of like the best memories that we have together for sure.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, let's do that again, dude. Right. It was like best I can do is energy pull. Best I can do at this juncture is energy pull. What? My last question for now. I had a bunch of like other childhood stuff, but like we were going right into music, and I'm like, let's just roll with that. Let's do that.
Whatever you want to do.
Here for it.
It's your world. I just live in
it. Thank you so much. What do you wish more people understood about you?
Fuck, nothing, I guess. Like, I don't care for anybody to understand me.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care about that shit.
I love that.
I'm too busy to worry about that shit.
I love that, dude.
Yeah.
I love that. Thank you very much. Happy belated 38th fucking birthday. 38 years old. Here's to another fucking 38 and more. I love you, dude.
Rock and roll.
Come here, give me a hug. Oh, I love you, sweetie. All right.